not affected by any desire whatsoever for security, or nice food, or shelter, or a pension plan. The explorer, traveller, Maoris leaving their home on Hawaii and heading out to the open sea, hoping to find an island somewhere. The warrior people, they became eventually settled in small towns and began to trade, and with the birth of the industrial civilization, manufacturing things, making things, selling things, exploring, the Faustian restlessness of the industrial people, consuming, with eating meals out, with tourism, with women, with evening classes, and a lot to do with courtship, love, sex, various combinations. This is the period we have now entered as the industrial period came roughly to an end. The middle of the beginning of the 20th century. We're now entering a period of consumerism. We're all behaving like the ideal type of young woman. No more adventure, no more security and worship of parents, but anxiety, sensuality, shopping. Now the period of the wise man has not yet come. It is still a period when everyone thinks that young women are just about the best thing in the whole universe. The idea of old men having any importance at all will appear ridiculous to them. Just as the idea of young male adventurers appears ridiculous at the time of agriculture and farming and obsession with guards and security. That is the next stage that I see coming. In terms of Freudian theory, there isn't one. Freud's theory stops at the sexual. After oral, after anal. After anal comes genital anxiety. The age of anxiety. And all the novels have to be about people with problems. And all the poetry is about self-pity and frustrated lives. And everyone whinging and whining, complaining non-stop. And no one whines and whinges more than the wealthy consumers of North America and Europe. No one has ever moaned and complained so much as this generation of consumers. Reality has always been, is now and always will be what the boss has been.
It's the water, the medium of exchange.
You live in the agriculture. And the priest, the only one who can read and write. The real is what the priest tells you it is. God is real. 9 to 3, 5 days a week, most of the year, not learning to be good, learning to be clever. And if they really work hard at it, they get a piece of paper from teacher. 9 out of 10. Wow, look at that, I'm clever. And if you work even harder, you'll get a piece of paper from the government. This child is really clever, signed NZA. And it must be true, because NZQA are above all normal people in omniscience. They know everything. They set the exams, they mark the exam. Every child's life is marked forever by what NZQA puts down on a piece of paper. So if you want to find a clever person today, they will wave a piece of paper at you and show you, look, I'm a university degree. Clever, I'm clever, you're not. Intellectual snobs replace Holy Joes. Because they've got a piece of paper. Now you may see a hairy individual wandering around the marketplace arguing he is a complete phony. He is not a real philosopher. A real philosopher has a piece of paper from university to prove it. And the really important ones work from 9 to 5 for the government and are paid out of compulsory taxation. They love wisdom so much they work 9 to 5 and are paid out of taxes. And their students are there not to learn wisdom, but to get a meal ticket. So philosophy is what the boss says it is. And the boss says it's getting a piece of paper from university. That's philosophy. You understand how it works? Now, I'm a real wizard because I have a piece of paper from university. And it wasn't during the New Age period. Before that, it goes back a long way. In March 1969, I was appointed official wizard of the University of South Wales in Sydney, the largest in the Southern Hemisphere, I believe, by the Vice-Chancellor and students jointly. Sir Philip Baxter, Vice-Chancellor of New South Wales University and, at the time, Chairman of the Australian Atomic Energy Commission, and not some weirdo nutter, but a real old bastard of the old school. Here he goes. There we go. One more round. There we go. Say hello to Mr. Michael.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. You're flying, are you? Don't they love it?